far-right leader Marine Le Pen is one step closer to becoming the president of France, much to the horror of the country's minority communities. Islam has been a central theme of Le Pen's platform. She regularly condemns the Islamic veil, the construction of mosques, and pork-free options in school lunches, which is why the president of the Grand Mosque of Paris has taken the unprecedented step of calling on France's 5 million Muslims to vote against her in the second round.
We are afraid that Marine Le Pen represents the program of the extreme right, a program that rejects Europe, that rejects immigration, rejects people who practice Islam. We are afraid the xenophobic, racist attitude of Le Pen will obviously be dangerous for Muslims.
Many of France's Jews also consider the far-right leader a threat to their community. Le Pen has spent years trying to cleanse the National Front of its anti-Semitic associations and root out Holocaust minimizers from within the party ranks. But Jewish groups are not buying it.
For many reasons, French Jews do not believe that the National Front can really change on these issues. The voters, the supporters of the National Front are still the same. So she wants to get a kind of cautious stamp from the French Jews in order to get legitimacy and credibility in the world public debate in France. And for sure will not give that to her.
Jewish leaders are also calling on France's 500,000 Jews to vote for Emmanuel Macron, regardless of whether they agree with his policies. This anti-far-right rallying call is not just coming from religious leaders. Politicians from across the spectrum are also calling on voters to cast aside any doubts they may have about Emmanuel Macron and vote for him in the second round, simply to prevent Marine Le Pen from becoming the president. Kate Parkinson, CGTN, Paris.
Right, let's get more updates on the French elections on Sunday from CGTN's Kate Parkinson, whose report you just saw there. She now joins us live from Paris. Kate, the vote is just a day away. What impact is the hacking of Emmanuel Macron's emails likely to have on the vote?
It's really hard to tell, but the timing is certainly very interesting. These documents, 9 gigabytes of data, appeared online just moments before midnight here in Paris last night. At midnight, the period of election silence kicked in. That means neither of the candidates are allowed to make speeches. There's no more canvassing for votes. There can be no more political commentary. Macron's camp did manage to slip out a statement before that election silence period started. They have said that this is a deliberate attempt to try and disrupt the election. They've said that some of the documents that have been posted online are authentic, and they say it shows normal working practices of a presidential campaign. But they're saying that there have been some fake documents published as well that are designed to cause confusion. But they didn't elaborate on which documents were real and which were fake. And because of the very short amount of time between the documents being released and the French people heading to the polls, there's really not that much time for the data to be analysed. It's not like the WikiLeaks leak where before the US elections, a huge trove of emails from the Democratic National Committee and one of Hillary Clinton's top aides were leaked, and then there was plenty of time for journalists to go through this information and publish it, and for it to have potentially influence the vote. That's not happening here. Certainly the French media being very cautious about what they say about this because they don't want to fall foul of these election laws. Having said that, social media is in a league of its own, and obviously this is really creating a lot of buzz on Twitter and other social media accounts. But certainly Macron very much leading in the polls at the moment. Most polls putting him with a commanding lead of at least 20 percentage points ahead of his rival Marine Le Pen. So it really remains to be seen whether this leak will have a significant enough impact to change the prediction that Macron will win tomorrow when France votes.
And Kate, from your earlier report, we did hear about the concerns from minority communities ahead of the vote. Of course, France does have a significant population of migrants and citizens of African heritage. What are the views of these groups ahead of tomorrow's election?
Well, understandably, large parts of France's immigrant communities are extremely worried about Sunday's vote. The far-right leader Marine Le Pen has run a fiercely anti-immigration campaign. She wants to close France's borders. In fact, she says if she's elected president on Sunday, it will be one of the first things she does is shut France's borders, not only keeping illegal immigrants out, but also suspending legal immigration. She's also run a very angry anti-Islam campaign, and so obviously for the large proportion of France's immigrant community that are Muslim, it's also extremely worrying. I've spoken to many people within the Muslim community who are trying to urge people to vote against Le Pen. The message is very much, even if you don't agree with the policies of Emmanuel Macron, now is not the time to disagree with him. You can fight with him once he's been elected president, but really the impact for the immigrant and Muslim communities here in France, so say community leaders, would be so devastatingly bad that they really want people to vote for Marine Le Pen. Traditionally, certainly, the immigrant communities can have a very high rate of abstention. So this is why we're hearing these rallying calls from community leaders to try and get people out to vote against Le Pen tomorrow.
All right. Thank you very much for that update. CGTN's Kate Parkinson joining us live from the French capital ahead of Sunday's runoff vote.